Welcome to Dogs Info, Music. Do you think your female dog is just cute and gentle? Wrong. Beneath that sweet exterior, she is quietly acting as a silent fierce protector in ways you've probably never noticed. Have you ever caught her guarding the front door or intensely staring out the window? That's no coincidence. It's a razor-sharp survival instinct at work. Experts reveal that female dogs possess a unique biological wiring allowing them to sense pain, stress, and impending danger significantly faster than male dogs. Today, we are decoding the secret world of these four-legged bodyguards. You will discover 9 incredible little-known behaviors unique to female dogs that prove they are the absolute most reliable protectors in your home. Let's dive into her mysterious inner world. Number 1, the danger-blocking strategy. Have you ever seen your female dog suddenly change her entire demeanor when something outside feels just a little bit off? Her ears pin back, her body stiffens, and she quietly shifts her position. Many owners brush this off as simple paranoia, but in reality, female dogs react much faster and much more profoundly to subtle signs of danger than their male counterparts. According to behavioral research from the University of Vienna, female dogs predominantly utilize a danger-blocking strategy. This means that instead of barking wildly or lunging forward, they purposefully place their physical body directly between the perceived threat and their loved ones. It is a highly calculated defensive maneuver. Think back to your last evening walk. Did she slow her pace when walking past a dark, unfamiliar alleyway? Did she suddenly step directly in front of your legs when a strange person approached too quickly? Those reactions are absolutely not random. That is the ancient, primal instinct of a mother protecting her pack quietly and efficiently at work. They cannot speak words to warn you, so they use their bodies as a shield. But her incredible protective nature doesn't stop at physical outward threats. It extends deep into the invisible world of your internal emotions. Number 2, sensing your invisible pain. Here is something truly touching. Female dogs don't just recognize physical danger. They actively feel your emotional pain. Have you ever had a completely terrible, exhausting day and suddenly found your dog laying quietly beside you? She doesn't demand to play. She doesn't bark. She just silently exists in your space. This is not your imagination projecting human empathy onto an animal. According to groundbreaking research from the University of Lincoln, dogs, and specifically female dogs, are absolute masters at reading human facial microexpressions, subtle shifts in voice tones, and even the microscopic chemical scent changes your body produces when you are stressed or crying. What is truly remarkable is that female dogs are biologically hardwired to respond with comforting maternal behaviors. When your cortisol levels spike, she might curl up tightly against your side, bring you her favorite soft toy as an offering, or gently rest a heavy paw on your knee. When you are sad, she doesn't need a single word to understand. She reads your chemical signature and chooses to quietly sit beside you, acting as a living, breathing security blanket. It is her silent way of whispering, "I am right here, and you are not alone." And while she possesses this incredible empathy for humans in general, she has a very specific, intense way of choosing who gets the deepest level of her devotion. Number 3, the soulmate selection process. What makes the bond with a female dog so uniquely special is that she often chooses one specific person in the household and attaches to them like a soulmate. Have you ever noticed that your female dog seems to be the permanent shadow of only one family member? She follows them from the kitchen to the living room to the bathroom door. It is highly likely that this person is not even the one who feeds her or takes her for walks. To a female dog, food is just survival, but her person is an emotional choice. When a female dog finds the specific human whose energy makes her feel the absolute safest, she surrenders all of her trust to that individual. According to studies in the Animal Cognition Journal, female dogs are incredibly adept at recognizing their owners by a consistent emotional tone, and from there, they mentally imprint on them for life. So, if she constantly brings you her treasures or rests her chin on your feet while you work at your desk, congratulations. In her heart, you are her chosen one. At the end of this video, I have a special gift for you, especially for those who want to know exactly what kind of caretaking style you are truly projecting. I will show you exactly how to find out which type of dog owner you are, so make sure you watch until the very end. But what happens when her chosen one brings a fragile new life into the home? That is when her most beautiful instincts truly shine. Number 4. Nurturing human children. If you have babies or small children in your house, this next behavior will touch you deeply. Female dogs, even those that have been spayed and have never had a litter of puppies of their own, often exhibit profound signs of maternal care for human children. According to the American Kennel Club, female dogs naturally operate with lower levels of testosterone and significantly higher levels of oxytocin, which is the brain's ultimate bonding hormone. This unique chemical cocktail makes them biologically predisposed to nurture rather than dominate. It perfectly explains why female dogs are often remarkably gentle and display infinite patience when a toddler clumsily pulls their ears or lets out a high-pitched cry. You will often see them treating human babies as their own fragile pups, acting as a warm living cushion when a baby is learning to crawl or sleeping dutifully underneath the crib like a silent sentry. They recognize fragility and respond with overwhelming tenderness. But do not mistake this gentle nurturing for weakness. When it comes to navigating the world, this careful nature actually makes her a brilliant tactician. Number 5. Strategic observation and risk assessment. If you have ever thought that your female dog being careful means she is timid or cowardly, this will completely change your mind. Many owners get frustrated and say, "My female dog just stops and refuses to move forward on walks. It's so strange." But she isn't hesitating out of irrational fear. She is executing a strategy. Neurologically, female dogs have a highly developed brain region connected directly to the amygdala, the center that processes emotion, memory, and danger. This allows them to expertly evaluate risks before reacting. While male dogs are notoriously prone to responding quickly, impulsively, and sometimes aggressively to new stimuli, female dogs almost always pause to observe their environment, calculate the variables, and then make a conscious decision. This doesn't just keep them vastly safer in the wild, it makes them incredibly smart during training. They don't just blindly follow commands. They consider the best, most efficient way to execute them. The next time she stops and stares at you before doing something, do not rush her. She is actively analyzing you and the situation. This highly analytical brain is constantly scanning her environment, which allows her to detect invisible threats hiding inside the human body. Number 6. Detecting hidden vulnerability. There is a medical superpower hidden inside your female dog's nose. She can literally tell who in your home is the most physically or emotionally vulnerable at any given moment. Have you ever noticed that whenever someone in your family is sick with the flu, recovering from an injury, or feeling deeply fatigued, your dog suddenly refuses to leave their side? This is absolutely not a coincidence. According to research from Harvard Medical School, dogs can detect incredibly subtle physiological shifts, such as fluctuating heart rates, rising stress hormones, and changes in blood sugar. Because of their maternal wiring, female dogs respond much more noticeably when a family member's health declines. There are countless documented cases of female dogs sensing the early invisible signs of an oncoming seizure, a dangerous drop in diabetic blood sugar, or even a minor stroke simply by smelling the chemical changes in a person's breath and sweat. When someone in the house is unwell, your dog quietly shifts into guard mode. She doesn't just choose to love the strongest pack leader. She chooses to physically anchor herself to the one who needs her the absolute most. Her sensitivity to biological frequencies is astounding, but it also translates beautifully to actual sound frequencies. Number 7. A profound sensitivity to music. Most people assume that dogs do not care about music, viewing the TV or the radio as just background human noise. But have you ever caught your female dog lying perfectly still breathing in a deep rhythmic pattern when a specific type of music plays? According to a fascinating study conducted by the University of Glasgow, dogs and female dogs in particular show incredibly positive physiological reactions to specific genres of music, most notably soft reggae and gentle classical music. The slow predictable rhythms and low frequencies actually physically alter their biology, lowering their resting heart rate drastically, reducing cortisol stress hormones, and inducing a state of deep calm. Interestingly, researchers note that compared to male dogs, females tend to stay engaged with the music significantly longer. Intentionally lying closer to the speaker or gently turning their heads toward the melodic sound. Instead of leaving the loud, chaotic television on all day while you are at work, try playing a curated playlist of soft rhythmic music. It is a neurological gift she will never ask for, but will deeply appreciate. While music brings her ultimate peace, there are times when chaos strikes. And in those moments, her maternal instinct pushes her to do the unimaginable. Number 8, the ultimate maternal sacrifice. If you have ever thought of dogs as just pets, this next truth will completely shatter that illusion. Throughout history, there are countless awe-inspiring stories of female dogs sacrificing their own lives to pull human children from burning house fires or throwing themselves in front of aggressive wild animals to stop them from approaching their human family. You might assume this is just basic survival instinct, but science says otherwise. According to animal behaviorists at National Geographic, these acts of extreme self-sacrifice are not the result of human training. They stem from an incredibly powerful ancient maternal instinct that is so blindingly strong, it completely ignores species boundaries. Consider the famous case of Casey, a golden retriever who famously adopted and raised a litter of stray kittens that were not hers. She fed them, aggressively protected them, and cleaned them, treating them exactly like her own biological puppies. This proves a magnificent point. Female dogs do not require a biological blood connection to feel an overwhelming sense of responsibility. They simply need to see a creature that is small, weak, or in danger, and instantly they become a fierce protective mother. And this maternal drive is so deeply embedded in her biology that it can actually alter her physical body without a pregnancy ever occurring. Number 9, the phenomenon of phantom pregnancies. If you thought motherly instincts only manifest when a dog is actually expecting puppies, prepare to be amazed. A female dog can experience a full-blown phantom pregnancy simply out of an overwhelming abundance of love and emotional attachment. Many unspayed female dogs, despite never mating or having puppies, will suddenly begin making elaborate nests in the closet, gathering all the squeaky toys in the house, and fiercely protecting them as if they are a real living litter. Medically, this is called a false pregnancy. It typically occurs a few weeks after their heat cycle ends. A sudden drop in progesterone, combined with a spike in prolactin, physically tricks her brain and body into believing she is pregnant. She may experience swollen milk glands, mood swings, and intense nesting behaviors identical to a truly expectant mother. But the most emotional aspect of this phenomenon is that it can be triggered purely by profound emotional attachment to something small in the house. In her beautiful maternal mind, your new kitten, a human baby, or even her favorite stuffed bear might just be the child she was born to protect. Her desire to mother is boundless. And this desire to maintain a peaceful, happy family unit leads to her next incredible superpower. Number 10, the ultimate peacemakers. If you live in a multi-dog household or if you have a loud, expressive human family, you have likely witnessed your female dog performing an ancient psychological tactic called splitting. Female dogs are the ultimate diplomats of the canine world. They detest chaos and conflict within their pack. If two other dogs in the house start playing too aggressively and the energy shifts toward a real fight, or even if two humans in the living room start arguing and raising their voices, watch what your female dog does. She will not join the fight. Instead, she will purposefully and calmly walk directly between the two conflicting parties. She might let out a large, deliberate yawn, lick her lips, or simply stand perfectly still, creating a physical barrier. In canine psychology, these are called calming signals. She is actively using her body language to de-escalate the tension and force everyone to take a collective breath. She acts as the emotional thermostat of the house, absorbing the chaotic energy and forcing peace upon her pack. But make no mistake. While she is quick to forgive her family, she has a memory like a steel trap when it comes to true enemies. Number 11, the grudge and long-term threat memory. They say an elephant never forgets, but a protective female dog is a close second. While male dogs are often quick to forgive and forget a bad encounter, trading a previous scuffle for a new playmate, female dogs are notorious for holding a grudge. This is an evolutionary survival tactic. In the wild, a mother wolf cannot afford to forget the scent or appearance of a predator that previously threatened her den. If a specific person, a strange dog, or even a particular environment made her or her humans feel unsafe, she will file that information away permanently. You might notice that she absolutely refuses to let a specific neighbor pet her, or that she growls at the exact same dog at the park every single time, even if years have passed since there. First negative interaction. She is not being stubborn or aggressive without cause. She is accessing a deeply ingrained database of threats. She remembers who is unsafe, and she will hold that grudge for a lifetime to ensure her family is never caught off guard again. She remembers the threats to keep them away, but she also uses her instincts to keep her loved ones close. Finally, we arrive at one of the most endearing and subtle ways your female dog protects you, the instinct to gather. If you have ever taken your female dog on an off-leash hike with your family, or even just let her out in a large unfenced backyard with a group of people, you have likely seen her herding behavior. Even if she is not a traditional herding breed like a border collie or an Australian shepherd, a female dog's maternal pack instinct drives her to keep her family unified. During a walk, she will often run ahead, stop, and look back, waiting until the absolute slowest member of your group catches up. If someone wanders too far off the trail, she will become visibly anxious, frequently pacing back and forth between the main group and the wanderer until everyone is safely reunited in a tight cluster. She views your family as her puppies, and her ancient brain simply cannot relax if one of her pups wanders out of her line of sight. She is the invisible glue that holds the pack together, constantly calculating everyone's location to ensure no one is ever left behind. Now you know the truth. A female dog is not just a soft, cuddly companion. She is a mother, a healer, a brilliant tactician, and a silent, unwavering guardian with a heart full of love from a world that doesn't require words. Every single intense gaze she gives you, every quiet step she takes as your shadow, and every time she places herself between you and the outside world, these are her ways of saying, "I am right here, and I will protect you for as long as I have breath." Not everyone who owns a dog truly understands the depth of this connection. But if a female dog has ever looked at you and chosen you as her family, you know that the purest kind of love doesn't need to be spoken. You just have to listen to her actions. Hey, but here is the most critical question. Are you giving her the exact type of leadership she truly needs? You might think you are doing everything perfectly, but hidden blind spots in your caretaking style could actually be causing her silent confusion. Discovering your true owner profile is the ultimate key to unlocking her absolute best life. Scan this QR code or check the description below for the link. It's a completely free quiz and it takes just 2 minutes. We want to hear all about the beautiful protective female dogs in your life. Drop down into the comments right now and tell us your dog's name and share the most amazing way she has ever protected or comforted you. Thanks for watching and like and subscribe, share please.